What's going on, YouTube? Quentin here from DoubleEdge Games, and we are back with another podcast. We're on episode 4 of the DoubleEdge Podcast, and today I actually got a big group with us today. So, of course, I am actually at a different location. Maybe my mic might sound different. I actually have my business partner, my brother, here. So go ahead and say what's up to the people.
What's up? What's up?
All
Shout
right.
out for the Minority Show. Finally together again.
Yep, very true. So I'm gonna leave in the link in the description for our comedy skits that y'all can check out with me and my bro. And then of course we got the returning homie himself, Dom, 4 wheels on the bike. Mike. Go ahead and say what's up to the people.
What's up, people? Once again with that DoubleEdge game back in your ass like Ronnie Kenshin.
Nice. And we got the homie. We said we was gonna get him on the next one, and he here. The homie Matt himself, aka James Earl Jones. I thought I told a pootie town with his deep voice. What's good? Say what's up to the people, bro.
What up?
I don't know.
Yeah, so we had to get my man Matt in here because we always talking about like Dragon Ball Z, gaming, all that stuff. So it was only right that we had to get this man in here. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about. So the first thing we're going to talk about is a little bit of gaming news. Well, more like recent games that have come out. I don't know if anyone here besides Dom that has played Mass Effect Andromeda or who is familiar with the series, but that's going to be pretty much number one on the list, and they kind of under some fire over, just a lot of stuff. So who wants to take the floor on Mass Effect Andromeda?
Good game. It's a good game.
Good game. Okay. All right. So, did you have any disputes with the game? How was your overall experience?
Although I've never actually played it, I've seen my little sisters play it quite a bit. The graphics are pretty on par with all the other games. Mm-hmm. It is a next gen game. It plays quite well. The maps seem pretty balanced. But my only complaint is at some points the character design is inconsistent. Not to mention at some points in the game the frames per second slow down. But other than that, it looks like a decent game.
Okay, so we got some frame drops and pretty much, you really can't say too much bad, but you say it's a little inconsistent when it comes to like the character models or anything like that? Mm-hmm. Which is funny because that's what all them articles was about. And I know, Dom, you've been playing that game up because you're a big Mass Effect fan. So tell me your experience. Sum it up the best way you can.
Like he's right about the inconsistency with the character models, but the way I look at it is the other Mass Effects had the same issue. Nobody ever pointed them out though. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Heavily story-driven game, which is great to see. Overall, I would just say, like, there are some glitches, there's a little bugs, but they were gonna fix them. I think the biggest problem is that people played it a little too early. Because they had the early access to play the game, so that was more to nitpick at and complain. Mm-hmm. Another thing is, it's a big adjustment for people that are fans of the series, in the sense that the dialogue system has changed, which makes it pretty good now. It's like The Witcher's dialogue system, where everything is not so
I can see that.
cut and dry, where like normally you knew you wanted to make a Paragon, it was the good action, and the Renegade is the bad act, or the the asshole action. Mm-hmm. And now it's like you can do so much more where there are good and snarky remarks still, but it doesn't affect so much how everybody perceives you right away. Mm-hmm. They perceive you through your actions and some of the more drastic situations. And overall, it's a mix of all three of the original games. It's bigger on exploration. Graphically, it's amazing in the sense of design of the universe. I would say you might want to play the first 3 to get some of the races of the alien races that come with you on the journey.
Yep.
Because a lot of politics, and they really don't go into so much because it's a new universe. They're not going so much into the past, but you gotta understand how some of the races, alien races, don't like each other very much, or some of the tension that is in the area, with some of the characters and some of the references to some of the older Mass Effect things. Other than that, the only annoying thing in the game, other than the facial animations, which don't really turn me off too much, because whatever. You get immersed in story, you'll forget about it somewhat. But is the puzzles, the Sudoku glyph puzzles, which are annoying. Had the YouTube. I've been having to YouTube those because I can't understand how that shit works.
It's all good.
But
it's all good.
We all get them moments. But other than that, it's a fun playthrough. I'm playing on Dirty Cash because I don't care. Like, the combat system's ramped up to brutalize you. Actually, somebody did a review. Actually, a big gaming magazine did it. Like, I think it's like Game Spot or something. It was like, yeah, for those moments that you can keep getting wrecked in those gun shootouts, put it on casual. There's no shame in that. And I was like, that's funny. But you play Mass Effect for the story. You don't play it for you play it to unlock some of the secrets and the story, and that's pretty much what it is. So I give it a good solid. For right now, I'm only like second half of the game in because I've been clearing out every planet. Ridiculous. Already earning the achievement of being high as hell without in one single playthrough, and it's only the first 30 hours, probably 20 hours in the game. Yeah, I'd give it a good solid. Buy it if you're a fan. Definitely check it out if you're curious. It's a very good game. Very just give it time, because they will have to. The things that people are complaining about are valid somewhat, but don't be too butthurt over a game. God forbid, there's worse games out there.
Don't be a troll.
Yeah, don't be a troll. The man mad himself. So okay, that's pretty good. That was a good way to sum it up, because I actually have not got a chance to play it, because I'm actually currently doing upgrades to my computer, so I gotta change out a whole freaking motherboard and a CPU. So if this video never make it up, you will know I was unsuccessful. So I actually have to wait until my upgrades are done, and then I can try it out. But I did definitely want to give it a good shot, because I had Mass Effect 2 and 3, and Andromeda looks good. Like you said, the visuals look nice, the gameplay looks fluid, and the story, they can't really do too much of what happened at the end of 3, because I know everybody talks about it. But for me personally, I haven't got to experience it that much, but it is one game on my list that I would like to try out. And this man himself, I'm even looking at Mass Effect 3 and his stack of games. So Deshaun, tell me, would you even dive back into the Mass Effect series if you would give it a chance?
I'm gonna dive back into it. It was like, because I'm not even gonna name drop or anything like that, but a coworker of ours, he plays it, and he told me he pretty much was gonna lock himself away for that game. And then I actually spoke to him the next day, and he was like, dude, you know how you can't keep yourself straight, especially all together, because I guess he has like ADHD or something like that. Yeah. Eyes all over the place, heads all over the place, and I'm like, dude, is it really that good? Yeah.
I mean, it is, because that game, it can build itself up from its past games. It's that good. The game has a really good story. It's like if you were to play The Witcher, which is a game you can. There have been times I forgot about technology because I was playing that damn game that much. It's really that immersive.
And plus, Quinn, you already know better than anybody. I don't do first person shooters that much, but I do play third person a lot. Like Red Dead Redemption is one of my favorites.
Which I got you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Turd burglar. And of course, Gears of War and Mass Effect.
Okay, good franchises. So you would definitely dive back in, right?
Yeah.
Sounds good. So I think everybody pretty much here is on board that Mass Effect, even though if it has its issues, I mean, still a decent game.
Doesn't though? It's like I haven't played a game where I can say this was perfect, unless it was Batman, Arkham City. Or
I'm just saying, like some games they become out busted, but some games, yeah, you never know. You might be able to look over everything. So. Whatever, nigga. But anyway, so we're gonna move on from that, and also everybody here may be familiar with of course, the Middle Earth series, Lord of the Rings type stuff. Yeah. So they are coming out with Shadow of Mordor 2, which is titled Shadow of War. And I know this man, Matt, has been waiting for that to come out because I've been waiting for it too. So tell me what you think about Shadow of War.
Shadow of War, that's going to be one of the biggest titles I get this year.
Mm-hmm.
I love the fact that they improved the Nemesis system. I love the fact that the game that rather than running around with a bunch of zombies, you actually got some honest to true characters in there, and they can betray you. I like the fact of you have to strategize how you're going to approach an enemy. I love the fact of you can put in your own infantry and soldiers into the enemy army. I love the fact that they can betray you. I love the fact that the combat is still on point and still crisp as fuck. It is nice. I look forward to it. It's one of the biggest games I know I'm gonna get.
That is nice. I love to see that the main thing, because they knew the Nemesis system was that good, so they had to expand on it. And Dom, have you got a chance to play Shadow of Mordor?
Yeah, I enjoyed it from what it was, and like the one thing that I kind of got annoyed was once you kill all the orcs and control them, there's nothing really much to do. But when they expanded on it, I was like, yes, that's what I want to see. Because me, I want to massacre people because I don't like to lift a finger. Because I am in a chair. I'm like Professor X. I don't lift a finger. I move things. I move things with my mind, so if I can do that in the game, I'm all for it.
That's nice.
Now, my biggest worry about this game is the control system.
Got a point.
I'm afraid that the controls will change. I'm afraid that the controls will not be up to par with the original game. Not to mention, I am afraid of the leveling system because, and this is my opinion, Shadow of Mordor's leveling system was shit.
You're not lying.
It needs to be a little bit.
It was odd.
So that is my biggest worries. I want more difficult bosses. I want a actual final boss that challenges me rather than me seek for the next 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, so they did the quick time event. That was busted.
That is the type of game I want.
Hopefully I really hope they learn from their lesson. Quick time events for bosses? No fam. Do not do that. It's not a good look. It just makes it very it just doesn't make it good at the end. So I don't know, but you have a very good point. And I know my brother, I know you didn't get a chance to play it, but you watched all the Lord of the Rings movies. But think of Lord of the Rings mixed with Assassin's Creed.
And The Witcher.
And The Witcher 3. The game is literally open world. You go through. I'm going to show you the trailer definitely later. But the game itself, when I got it, the game is amazing. And then the Nemesis system, pretty much if you die by an enemy, they remember you and they get stronger. They can come through and fuck your mission up if you start killing all their their little grunts, and then they're like, oh shit, you're too strong, and then they run away. And as they get away from you, you could be doing the mission halfway in the game. They're like, hey man, I remember you fucked my shit up, and then they come and fuck your mission up and kill you. They remember you, and they also have very unique personalities. No orc was the same, which was good. So they're making another one, except they're expanding on that. So what I'm saying to you is, once I help you build your gaming PC, you gonna dive up into that Shadow of War, dog?
Yeah, I'll consider it, especially since I'm gonna be doing a hell of a lot more PC gaming from here. So, and plus, if you mention anything that has anything to do with Assassin's Creed, you already know I'm gonna be for it.
Yeah, there's a stealth aspect of the game where you can literally take out a whole stronghold, barely go unseen. The last thing you do is maybe shoot some barrels and blow everything up. Other than that, you don't even have to get your hands dirty. You can just go in there, just stabbing everything up. It's actually a very, very good game.
You can turn the entire base against the warlord.
Yep, because you can mind control him too, and then they can just jump his ass and fuck him up. So it's looking pretty nice. And I think the next thing that we're gonna talk about, because this kind of worries me too, and I know you two have an Xbox One. and of course I'm on PC, so there's somewhat, we don't really get used to a lot of Sony products because we don't have PS4. But the PS4, when it comes to exclusives for what they have coming up, they got some heat coming. I know me and Dom talked about this like
I've said this a million times. They're gonna come with. They came with the boomstick, man. They came swinging out the fences like Tyson in the first round and knocked a bunch of people up.
They did. It's very scary. They have so many games.
Like Raditz with 2 fingers just blew everything up.
Man, it's like Broly coming through when he forced himself and got buffed, bruh. And that's like Broly fighting Krillin right now. The Xbox don't got much coming. And it's sad. It's so sad.
But you know what? I had a good thought about this to begin with.
What's up?
Glad you brought this up because I've been talking about this with my other friend.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see a lot of Xbox commercials.
No, you don't.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you've been seeing a lot of PS4 commercials. You know why this is? Because they probably ain't selling too well. Like, you would think they're selling well because as gamers, we like, man, look at them hotness. Look at all that hotness dropping. Bomb after DJ Clue bomb after bomb. Just boom, boom, boom. With Funk Flex screaming on it. You know what I'm saying? That's how it looks, That's how it feels to me. You know what I'm saying?
Funk Flex screaming on it.
Hey, man. I'm just saying it's just scary because I know.
But I don't think they selling though. I think once Gears comes, they're sell. And Horizon was definitely a good look. I was a little salty about that. I'm still a little salty about Shenmue. Y'all talking about quick time. I'm sorry, fans, if y'all heard me munching. I was eating on some chili cheese sticks. I'm hungry.
You cool?
You know what I'm saying? But. Try to mute the mic. I just didn't know if it was hitting or not. Whatever.
Hey, bro,
but you know what I'm saying. So I just think honestly, it's gonna look bad for PC and Xbox gamers for a minute. But you really got to look at what the other companies are giving, what the other gaming platforms are giving to their community. I think PlayStation's not really giving much to their community as a whole, because I think gaming's become more of a community base, even though we're antisocial as fuck and still are angry. Most of us.
Mm-hmm.
Smell pretty bad.
Allow me to add on to that.
Yeah, what's up?
Alright.
I heard through the grapevine, and I'm not going to drop any names, and I'm not going to say who it is. 2017 is the year of the PlayStation 4. 2018 is the year of the Xbox One.
Elaborate.
I can see that though.
They are supposed to have multiple titles coming back.
Like what though?
Wait, but also
I hear that.
there's one other big thing. The Scorpio. Aren't they still working on that console that's supposed to be like the...
Yeah, Scorpio will not... Mm-hmm. Scorpio is not gonna outmatch the Xbox One. They're not, because they're not gonna leave anybody behind.
Yep, they said that E3 that they were gonna have everything to where you can play it either on the Scorpio, where it's just gonna look, a whole lot better, and then on the Xbox One you'll still be able to play the same games and it still look pretty decent. So
yeah,
that's what I'm thinking of why they aren't coming out with that much heat, because they were canceling Scalebound, which was about to be the shit.
I just want to know what titles he was talking about they're bringing back.
Well,
but
who knows? It may come back.
I have no clue. That's the
considering
thing.
they did a scorched earth and wiped out everything,
mm-hmm.
I doubt it. But
yeah, cause not right now. Like, as much as I like games, right? So I was really debating. I've been debating for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation looked mighty tempting. My roommate got one, so I'm sitting there and I'm looking on his PlayStation. And I'm like, all right, well, what would I act? What would okay, exclusive wise? I'm sorry, I'm stuttering. This is me talking too fast.
You good, man?
What would I play? What would I play? Other than Nabu, what's that? The Dark Souls, Onimusha joint looking thing.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And any of those Japanese titles that's coming out of the company that makes the Dynasty Warrior joints.
I know what you're talking
That's
about.
about it right now. Other than that, like everything else can be playing on the Xbox. Like I was like, okay, they got a foothold there. I got 5 titles, but like I gotta either build a PC to play my Shenmue. That's all I really want. I want Shenmue 3. I'm a fan of Shenmue. Quick time events and all. Irritating as they may be, still a great game.
Join that PC, bro.
I can't stand quick time events. Let me play my game. With a PlayStation 4, because I've been debating on getting one. Me and my girl have been debating on getting one ourselves. I am looking forward to the new Spider-Man game coming out. I am looking forward to
oh yeah, I forgot about that, Jim.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the Spider-Man game. I am looking forward to I've never played an Infamous game, and I wanted to play Infamous Second Son the most. But
it looks good.
What made me buy the Xbox was backwards compatibility.
True.
With the backwards compatibility, I can play some of my games, not all, unfortunately.
But their library is getting bigger.
Their library is getting bigger.
They just added Rogue last week or so.
Not to mention, Xbox has been on fire with deals. Just on Xbox Live.
Them deals been killing the pocket.
Yeah, they've been killing the pocket. Like $2 for some really nice games. Although they're old, they're still not nice to play.
And even when they're 3 months old, you get sometimes they get down to be like surprisingly $20-something, $20-$30. You like, oh, that's only been 3 months. Hold on. I've been wanting to play that. Like,
I have legit bought about 9 games for less than $20
that sounds
in the
like
last couple months.
Sales. That's
sometimes
like. them shits be breaking my wallet, man. That's kind of nice. But I heard they have been very, very generous with them deals. But I think that's just Sony is getting bold because they're like, why we gotta put our games, on sale on our platform because we already sell it like hotcakes. So why the hell we need to do all that? That's why they're not even really caring about.
Now allow
doing
me to finish
deals
it.
like that.
Xbox, when they first released, did not have a game deal.
Yep.
And then they started leaning towards it, and then they stopped. Why does Sony have to put a game with every single bundle they have? You ever wonder that?
Oh, like
the console sales.
Yeah, but Xbox is the same thing, but like it's not necessary. I think that's only during holiday season, but PlayStation starting to seem like they come up with a
bundled deal almost every single time.
Every single time. It's not the big boys, the Uncharted, the big boy. You understand the big boys? You're like, all right, that's a solid right there. But sometimes even like the titles you don't even think about.
So you got to look at it from that perspective. Now, I love my Xbox. I really do.
I do.
It's just, and I tried to hold a PlayStation controller and it's not comfortable. It just doesn't feel right.
Yeah, your hands, your feet. You got big ass hands, so bro.
You got them Hellboys.
I mean, honestly, the PlayStation controllers are like teeny tiny. They really have not changed the design that much. Xbox controllers, they just feel natural.
They're for the Japanese market.
Donald Trump.
They got them they made for like small hands. Now granted, the games on there, they always look good, but that controller, it feels a little funny at times. Well,
yeah.
It does.
If you got big hands, of course.
It's like you used to a big round ass, and then you hold a small ass in your hand for the first time.
That's true.
It don't feel right.
It's like a downgrade, man. It's like a downgrade.
It's like a downgrade. So they go like, it feel nice, but I'm not used to this.
Yeah, most definitely. But yeah, like gaming is it's a different era. I would love to buy both systems. You know what I'm saying?
Shit,
both my roommates are gonna have PlayStation 4s. They have, and I'm sitting here like, all right, well that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But I'm on this Xbox. Like I wish, it's gonna get to a time where the games are just gonna be on platform. Because they're scared of the PC. They've openly admitted that, so.
Yeah, they did that shit with fucking Gears 4. They had it to where only the social playlist is cross-platform. But if you go to like Team Deathmatch or King of the Hill, it's only for PC players, and they feel like, oh well, PC players, they just go shit on them because of keyboard and mouse. But nobody even likes playing Gears on keyboard and mouse. It feels better with a controller. So that argument to me is just I don't like it. Now when games become cross-platform, like on PS, PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, that's when hopefully people can just pick their platform on whether or not, is it going to look better on this platform, or if most of my friends are going to be playing, that won't qualify anymore. That's not going to fly because everybody can play on Xbox and or Sony. That's why you have Rocket League, which is a game that's available, and that's cross-platform through all three. Well, except the Switch.
Yeah, For Honor's been having the issues though with their cross-platform and their cross-play. But I think that's just because they're cold, and I haven't been able to have I haven't tried in a couple weeks, but I need to try to have them.
Like ass?
Yeah, them servers got bad, bro. It got to the point that I don't really get furious when I play games. And I was just like, fuck this shit out.
I can see you chucking the controller across the room. I really can.
Oh, were you there that day? I think you were you were here. I was talking to Matt, and I was like, son of a bitch, done.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
They servers are cheats. It's
down, man.
I can't break a controller. I've been tempted to break a controller a couple times.
Hey man,
do you know why break a controller? It's too damn expensive.
Yeah, that shit's ridiculous too. But what's the next topic before we run on?
Next topic we got one more game topic because it's what Matt brought up, which was with Darksiders 3. And if that game is in the works, because Darksiders 3 is actually being published by like THQ back in the day. Well, Darksiders 1 and 2 was. And everybody knows THQ don't exist no more. So hopefully
they don't. No wonder the wrestling games ain't as good as they used to be.
Nah,
THQ was bought up by another company.
Yeah,
but
Take-Two, which is 2K.
They are bringing back it is currently in production. This is why, if you don't know this, it's because notice these two things. They have brought back both Darksiders games with all DLCs, trying to reintroduce the fandom, trying to get as much fans as possible, and then eventually they're gonna bring back Darksiders again as in 3. Hopefully it will be with Fury. If you don't know who Fury is, guns. I look forward to it. I will probably buy everything I can for that game, and it will probably break my wallet that month.
Yeah, that game is gonna be different.
Darksiders 1 was cool. Art design done by Todd McFarlane, which everybody that knows me knows I'm a huge Disgusting Spawn fan. So anything done by Todd McFarlane I own for. Even bought Metal albums back in the day because I was a fan of his art and fan of the band. So yeah, I'm excited for I'm excited for Darksiders. It's a fun heck. It's fun God of War. I don't know what you would call that though. I'd say pretty much God of War now. I couldn't even call it a hack and slash because it's puzzle elements.
Oh, it's like a hack and slash mixed with like some Zelda elements for the Darksiders franchise because it's like a lot of like grabbing chests and.
Yeah, there's puzzle elements.
It's
killing demons this way.
It's a
and it's free next month on Xbox.
You better download it if you ain't played it. Get that shit.
Download it now.
It's gonna be the Xbox One edition version, so it's gonna have all the DLC.
It is.
You will not regret it.
And that is directed to you, sir. You better buy that game because I don't know if you've seen me play it whenever you came over my house, but you need to get that shit, bro. Like I will gift it to you if I have to. Actually, you might be able to play the first one and the second one on your laptop too, so you might be smooth with that, nickel. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and move on. So, DoubleEdge Podcast, I decided to give it, double edge for a reason. One edge, we're gonna be talking about video games, and the next will be cinema and or TV shows or anything like that. so we gonna just jump right into it. We gotta talk about Iron Fist.
Fisting.
So you've been quiet here, bro. So tell me, what did you think about Iron Fist? But keep your voice down, so don't yell.
I mean, Iron Fisting revved the butt because that's what the fuck they did to the fans.
Okay, so elaborate, sir.
That series has, I mean, I get every series, especially with a superhero series, is supposed to have a decent origin story.
Yep.
I think we can all agree on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
let's keep it 100. This shit was so botched that it was like, okay, am I watching a dude who just went from being a monk?
You just use a wrestling term?
Yes.
Okay, all right,
For
keep
those
going.
of y'all who don't know what the fuck that means completely fuck up.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay.
In front of everybody.
Okay. Keep it moving. Go ahead. Come on, sir.
I get it. Like, the way that they set it up, like, him and his family ended up on died in a plane crash. He was the only one to survive. They got him to some fucking temple somewhere in the mountains where he learned kung fu for 15 years. Comes back, is my age, looks dirty as hell, and it's like, alright. It's like, nigga, where are your shoes?
I mean, okay, so you, it just didn't do it for you.
It didn't do it for me because it's
Right.
like, don't get me wrong,
Right.
the action was placed there. Iron Fist is known for whooping ass. Let's keep it 100.
Okay.
But let's be real. How many dudes did he fight at one time that Daredevil already didn't do?
I mean, honestly, the
And
first
he's
episode,
blind.
Daredevil, he
That was
beat
the
up
first episode of Daredevil.
He beat up a
We
crew of
didn't
niggas.
see that much from Iron Fist until what, the third episode?
Well, I understand your frustration.
My girl, mind you, my lady.
I see your frustration.
Me and my lady will watch these shows. Like, she hasn't gotten to Luke Cage yet, but I tease her with that because my girl used to have a crush on that.
She got the Luke Cage.
No, because she been at work a lot.
I'm like, that's
My girl has a crush on Method Man, and I told her he was in a couple episodes. She was like, "Fuck you," and I was like, "Don't get mad at me because I said watch it the first time."
that's super nigga right there. She
Right.
gotta watch. She has to watch Luke Cage.
But you can't stop kick a nigga. Like,
You like that was the epitome of what cops don't want. A bulletproof
like-
black man. Come on now.
she watched some of Daredevil with me, watched a little bit of Jessica Jones with me, and then I told her, of course, my girl's like one of those Pan-Africans who like seeing black people. Don't get me wrong, I'm the same way. Love seeing like black people portrayed in a certain way. That's what keep it 100. Luke Cage had one of the best black casts ever
Okay.
that could ever
Yeah.
be put in.
1,000. 1,000.
Exactly.
The homie Gator.
Exactly. Even Shades,
No.
Shades, being the only Italian character, only fair-skinned character in the entire show,
That dude
is
good
one of
at-
my favorites in the show.
But we love
Yeah,
we love Juice though. We love Juice. We love
Exactly.
Juice, bro.
We like
We
that.
love Juice. Hold up.
Oh yeah,
Can't-
we
can't-
love them, no doubt about it. They suffered just like we did, but even
Hey,
still,
we love Juice, bro.
exactly. But even still with Luke Cage, there wasn't one boring episode that I could pick out that I could
Nah.
possibly think of.
But to be that point though, Luke Cage has a better comic book run history in the last 10 years.
Exactly. But
So
yeah, go ahead.
it's a little bit different with Iron Fist because see, me and Matt, we both heavy duty. For those that don't know, and I know
You live and breathe comic books.
Yes, they do.
yeah,
and,
I get that.
and my biggest problem was, and I told Matt this to begin with. I said I don't fucks with Iron Fist. He has one.
I don't think
he has-
anybody does.
No. People do. The problem with Iron Fist is he has what was it? Brubaker did Brian Brubaker did a large the Immortal Iron Fist run, which is amazing because they go into his whole history of how he got when he gets the power, when he's chosen. This show had to appeal to average Joes, not average nerds or super nerds, but average Joes, because the other shows took from the gritty TV watch. It was like watching, The Wire, but with superheroes, you know what I'm saying? So they wanted to get some children involved because one, they kind of put it in the air, they gave him a great cast to carry him. You know what I'm saying? but his demeanor about it, and like the amount of the choreographed martial arts stuff could have been a lot smoother. Like you watch kung fu flicks now, and even basic action movies, the combat isn't that smooth. But what this show did do that I was happy that it did do, and I can go into some politics about Marvel and what they're aiming to do, why they didn't do anything in the show. That they set up the foot. I mean the hand, not the foot. That's a comic book joke for those Ninja Turtle fans. That Ninja Turtles is that Daredevil is a spinoff of Ninja Turtles and some
hell yeah.
Yes, yeah. They live in separate universe but similar. But what they did with that was they cemented when Elektra comes back. They cemented that. They built upon the idea of what they were doing with the resurrection serum, what they've been doing for a while. They've hinted to other powerful beings, and Rosario Dawson's fine self is one of the greatest connecting characters of all time.
Let's keep it
because she connects the universe in such a smooth way that Danny Ketch is a naive child, and that's what they played on this whole season, which I love that, because he wasn't broken in a way like everybody else. Everybody else was broken like an adult. She
was damn
let's
sure
get
gonna
it.
break Luke Cage. She was gonna break him off some coffee.
Yeah.
She was breaking it, and she did, cause
She almost did.
She did though.
But hold up, before you go any further, let me just throw this out here. The woman who plays Misty Knight, Simone Messick, I think that's how you say her name.
Ooh wee,
bro. I was cheating on my girl in my head every time she came on TV. Whenever I watched it, I was like, oh, them titties. Though. My thought on this whole thing though is, I'm gonna love Rosario. I'm gonna love Claire Temple's character so much more when Jessica has to enter the picture again. The baby. I can't wait for that shit.
The baby has to be born.
Yeah, that's true.
So their child has to be born, and I think as it goes, Iron Fist was a great show for beginner watchers, because they did not specify too much about Daredevil or Luke Cage or even Jessica. They hinted at them. You saw characters from other pieces of the show.
I'm gonna say this. I don't feel like if they were gonna do that, that's who they should have started with. I mean, you don't want to start off strong. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think the problem is, one, they want to sell to China. They were trying to sell this idea to China anyway. Yeah. Because they didn't put Tibetan monks in there. Because China hates Tibet. So they left them a little culturally ambiguous. And they left a lot of the martial arts aspects out. Like, he barely used the fist, and that's what I was discussing with my brother. Sorry if I'm taking too long. That's probably the biggest flaw when it comes to this TV series.
No, also, allow me to cut in. I also got to think about the average Joes. Don brought up the average Joe. With every single release from Jessica Jones to Iron Fist, with the introduction of Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Punisher, and Iron Fist at this moment, and Daredevil, you got to think about their end game. They want to do the Defenders.
Yeah,
they want to make it as simple as possible for the average Joe to follow.
Because Iron Fist would become too, because he has to come to actually, to be honest with you, he loses his dragon.
Yeah, he does.
So he has to go. He has to go fight the dragon again, and that's one thing that I was kind of irritated at when they were like, I was like, man, just show the damn dragon, show the immortal dragon.
Right.
The immortal dragon Fing Fang Foo.
And he yep, and then he didn't in the show use all the techniques. Cause he's supposed to instantly go technique, break you off, technique, break you off. They had the arrow level, they had to Oliver Queen him a little bit. But
Yeah.
I do enjoy the musicscape of the show, because if they
hell
put more classic in it, classic hip hop all the way through the show, my iPod, I was like, is my iPod playing the whole time? I'm like, Black Alicious? You got some Jurassic 5? You start out with So Fresh and So Clean? I was just like, yo, it's nice. It was nice. But yeah, it's definitely, it's not a completely trash show. I give it a 7 on the scale of comic book shows, because it's not as bad as, Smallville. You know what I'm saying? First Smallville was terrible.
Yeah.
It took 5 seasons for that show to be great. 5 fucking seasons. Let's all be mindful of that. And on to, done with my thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
Whoosh. Oh, can we talk about Jack real quick?
You say you want to talk about Jack.
Samurai Jack.
Samurai Jack. I forgot.
Yes. A proper sequel.
A proper sequel. Have you watched it yet, Quentin?
I saw like one episode at Jessica's house.
I'm dragging you to club next week. You are aware of this now, right?
I mean, if I got work, I don't know what to tell you, bruh. You gonna have to.
I'm gonna give you links after this. You're going to watch them.
I'm gonna need to, man.
So did you watch the first episode at least?
I saw I think it was like either the first or second one. I just remember him fighting. He was like shooting some gun or something like that. That was the only one I saw.
Okay, so you saw the second episode.
Mm-hmm.
Second episode.
And honestly, I was happy. I didn't think, because I enjoyed the first show, like even back in the day I enjoyed it, and then they made it like that. I was happy. It brought a tear to my eye.
Second episode pulls you in. First episode makes you go yes, and I was very happy about that. I just watched the third episode because I didn't know if we were gonna talk about it today.
Dope Jack.
Yeah.
Samurai Jack.
Jack is dope. Samurai Jack is. It's fun to see it mature the way it has, and I for all the viewers, I know half of y'all most of y'all will watch it, so or watching it. Hopefully, give us comment below. Tell us we suck. I don't know, but
I kind of doubt we suck.
Hey man, you'll be surprised. Fuck these fucking guys.
Share your thoughts. Your innermost.
What's my man name? Matt.
Yep.
Bro, you got a powerful ass voice. I just want you to know.
Yeah.
I don't care what you want to do with your life. I don't care what you want to do with your life. I hope and pray you become a voice actor someday. Or them dude that just announces shit in the movie trailers and whatnot. In a world where people scratch their ass.
In a world dark.
like when I met him back in like one of my my math classes back then, and I remember it, like I heard him talk, and I was just like, God damn, his voice is deep. Right. But he was just cool as shit, because he just started talking about like nerd stuff.
This man has the most powerful voice I've ever heard.
Powerful as shit, but one of the coolest people. It's one of those.
It's funny because I used to say he has that very white panty drop voice, and I teased him in front of his girl. I was like, older black women must love you. You must get all your bills. You must get all your bills free. And she was like, he does.
Hitting him with that Teddy Pendergrass shit, like,
dude,
it's a cool thing though.
Bro, a bunch of my buddies in high school used to call me sexual chocolate because they said I need to get a radio show and just talk on the radio.
Hey, bro, man, it will work, man.
Sexual chocolate out, you know what I'm saying?
It would definitely work.
Pennies drop.
This is sexual chocolate, smooth.
See what I'm saying? It'll work. Bruh. All right, let's get back on track real quick. Let's get back on track. Cause we gonna almost be done pretty soon. But so I'm gonna try to segue into one more thing. So pretty much Samurai Jack. Everybody here has seen the cartoon even back in the day, and the show was just flame when they brought it back. People agree?
Yeah.
Any disagrees? Anything?
Yep,
Okay.
agree.
Cool.
No.
All right. So we're gonna talk about two more things. We're going to talk about two films that one was just a good send off, and another one is bringing up your nostalgia. So we're gonna talk about Logan first, and everybody here has seen this movie probably multiple times. Don't know. So tell me, who wants to, or we gonna Dom, because we've been going to Matt and then Deshaun, so we're gonna go to Dom. So tell me what you thought about Logan and this being the first R-rated Wolverine film.
First 15 minutes, I walked in. I said, if they don't give me the berserk attack within the first 15 minutes of this film is ass.
Mm-hmm.
First 15 minutes of the movie, I get the berserk attack. I'm like, thank God. So, the biggest thing with this film that I enjoyed, because I wanted it to fail, because everybody knows I'm an X-Men fanboy to the core, and I want it to go to Marvel, so they can start adding them into the universe somehow. But I really did enjoy their take on his death. A lot of my friends, outside of this circle of people that I love very much, have declined to see the film, even though they know it's good. It's just not the old man Logan that they wanted to see. I wish they would just change the title to like Wolverine's Last.
Or the death of Wolverine or something like that.
Or Farewell Wolverine, because it is essentially not old man Logan. It is essentially his death. But overall, X-23 was an amazing final.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know, because she was gonna be younger. I didn't know they were gonna let her get down like she needed to get down.
Bruh, they did.
But she got down. She got down with the fight,
That
and I was like,
little
yo.
She was.
I was like savage mode, and it was perfect. And I love my man Professor X. They had a great balance of showing you pain. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They showed you some real pain, and they used the trope for those who've seen the movie but don't understand why he's sick. It's from a simple. It's a comic book related thing.
Mm-hmm.
When he got his adamantium taken out in the movie, he got his adamantium taken out in the second movie, right?
Yep.
So normally Magneto rips it out of him, but they couldn't do that. That's just too graphic. They didn't want to go that graphic. I wish they did, because it'd be awesome to see. But they take it out of him. So in the comic books, when he gets his adamantium taken out of him, he gets cancer from the adamantium being taken out of him, and then they put it back into him, and he doesn't get cancer anymore. But I love the fact that they used the cancer for Logan.
Yep.
And that's why he walked around sick. There's some things I didn't care about so much about the film, but overall I got to see Wolverine cut people in half the whole way through, so who can complain about that? He didn't smoke a cigar though, which I was very upset about.
But he did pick one up.
He did pick one up though.
He did pick one up.
Very true.
Now,
he lifted that shit.
I already know Hugh Jackman was gonna play the Wolverine. I knew that. My complaint and worry was for X-23. Those of you that do not know X-23, that is his half clone / daughter.
Yep.
It's a clone.
A lot of people don't know that she has 2 extra claws in her knees, and she rarely uses them, and the only time she really uses them is to climb. That's it.
Yeah.
A lot of continuities don't even use them. I was glad that they hinted at it, but she never used them. I was glad that they brought in the foot claws that nobody really knows about.
Oh, hell yeah.
Unless she fights somebody and she's gonna aim for their nuts.
Yeah.
I think she tried to decapitate Scott not too long ago in all new X-Men.
Yeah.
She almost disemboweled him with the claw. It was pretty dope.
But a lot of people don't understand that even though she wasn't supposed to meet him that early.
Right.
True.
That was my biggest worry.
Yeah.
And I feared because of the fact that she met him so early, she wouldn't be as brutal, or she'll be trying to kill him throughout the entire movie.
She was brutal.
She was X-23, and she was X-23.
My biggest complaint is a nerdy complaint, and I thought about this, and everybody in this room is gonna agree. How in the world couldn't they hear people coming from like 52 miles away? They can literally smell.
Oh, that's a whole different thing.
They could smell. It was cool to see her eat cereal, and she's just like, "Yo, what's going on?" And then she goes into action. But I was like, "Bro, she could be smelling people." Right. Logan could even smell something, and I know he's a little weakened, but he should be able to smell at least a good.
X-23 sense of smell is stronger than Wolverine's, and that's saying something.
When he gets older, he smells like it, but he still cuts people up. So
yeah, the movie overall, in my opinion, I was satisfied. I was happy.
I was very satisfied. I was actually sad that I was satisfied.
Okay.
I wanted to fail.
And I agreed with Dom. I could see why he wanted the movie to fail, because we wanted the movie go back. We wanted the X-Men and Logan rights to go back to Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not how it is.
They actually did a better film than
they did a better film
and Origin, so I can't complain.
Agreed.
So,
definitely agreed. That was well, I know for one thing, y'all just summed up exactly what I felt. I thought X-23 was just phenomenal. I was worried. It's the same thing. I was like, she didn't meet him that early. How are they gonna, carry on with this? Or is she gonna, take over like she does in the comic books, and like take over the mantle of Wolverine when he dies? And
that would have been dope.
Stuff. So
that would have been dope.
I think she may do that.
Especially at that ending when she just puts the X.
Mm-hmm.
She puts the X on it when she put I was like, oh yeah, yeah.
That's probably what it's gonna signify. And then, bro, we was watching, X-Men, the first one, like in the early 2000s. We saw
literally
every movie.
2000 on the dot was
on
the first
2000
X-Men movie.
So tell me what you thought about Logan, bruh.
Dude, y'all literally took the words right out of my mouth. I mean, especially my man Matt when he was talking about how early on, and especially how ruthless she was when she met him. And you gotta think about it like this. I mean, of course, me being a jokester, and I think about this shit a lot. I was like, if she's this ruthless now as a child, I can only imagine what's gonna be like when she get her first period.
Bro, I'm just saying, she straight bowled a nigga's head down there. I thought she was just, I thought she had a backpack on or something. I was like, wait, I was like, it's on her back. She bowled this man's head down there and was like, it's time to go, bro. Right. She took on a crew of people designed to pretty much kill her.
You remember what Dom said about the whole Berserk thing in the first 15 minutes?
Was it like the
first 5 minutes?
It was like
cracked me up, because it's like this
first
is how
5 minutes.
The first 5 minutes cracked me up, because you know what I'm talking about.
Like when he got up out the car.
It's like you see how old he is, and
the Berserk attack.
His claws could even come all the way out. It's like, damn, they fucked him up.
Yeah, he was messed up, but he was straight demolishing people though. That whole movie.
Berserk attack. The first 5 minutes, I was like, I'm done. I'm done. He cut up everybody.
Now, my complaint.
Yeah, what's up?
My complaint about that movie was the fact that they used X-24.
Oh yeah, Logan.
Yeah.
They used X-24. Even though he's not referenced anywhere in the comics, he was completely made.
But you know that they had to put somebody in there, because they pretty much said that Professor X had a Cable moment. He had Cable's ability, because Cable has seizures that cause massive eruption. That's why he has the cyber virus. And they kind of wiped it all out, and it's cool. You know, I wish it was like a Sabretooth. That would have been dope to get like Victor chasing him around, and then like X-23 open up on Victor, which would have been dope. But you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Neither here nor there. X-24 was kind of a bullshit move.
Yeah.
It was it was very odd to see, but I mean that movie was just flat out good.
Overall, the movie's great. That's all that matters.
The movie was good.
All right, that was great. We're gonna do one last topic, one last film, and I'm hoping. Well, I know me and my brother went to go see it yesterday. I don't know if y'all have seen it, but the last thing we're gonna talk about is Power Rangers, everybody's favorite kung fu fighting teenagers that just got plucked up out of nowhere. But I mean, I didn't expect the movie to be that great. I enjoyed the movie. Did anybody else here see the movie?
I did not see it.
You better go see that damn movie.
I'm saving my money to go see Ghost in the Shell. I can't.
Bro, I'm
my heart is too torn right now. My heart is.
I read the Power Rangers comics.
They're good. They're very good.
Power Rangers comics are awesome. I am gonna see the movie though. I just was mad that my nigga Ivan Ooze was in the movie because you know I just wanted some ooze, but you know I guess I gotta watch Age of Apocalypse to see Ivan Ooze.
Bro, I'm telling you, they made the movie straight. It's not like a like a cheesy ass movie. They may have had like maybe one or two cheese moments just for some nostalgic stuff, but it wasn't. I'm gonna destroy the Power Rangers. It was like I'm going to kill you and blow this place up. People was dying. It was no joke. I was shocked when I was like, what? They're out here killing people, and then they let you know like the first like minute that this is not gonna be a cheesy old like 90s movie. This is gonna be some mature, well not super mature, but it's gonna be
Power Rangers.
Yeah, it's gonna be a different tone.
Can we get do we get a little bit of the guitar solo a little bit?
Actually,
I don't want to hear I don't want to hear Kanye. I want to hear guitar solo.
You get some nostalgic stuff in there. You do, and bro,
that's all. That's all I need.
My brother, tell me what you thought about Power Rangers when we went to go see it yesterday. But don't spoil too much because I haven't seen it.
First off, I'm going to say this. If this is the type of movie that you wanted to be more mature, but you still wanted to stick to some of the elements of the movie, this is exactly what you're going to get. Now, people had a big problem with the movie where it was too much of a development. That what they wanted to, I guess that's the best way to put it.
Like an origin story.
But that's what it's supposed to do, is setting up for a franchise. Because if y'all already read the articles, they talking about doing like 5 or 6 of these.
And at the end of the movie, they set it up. They're letting you know, like, hey, there's going to be more. So I'm not going to say what they said, but the movie overall, when me and him went to go see it with our girlfriends, it was...
One of the things I have to say, I love the actors in this movie.
They were good.
I loved the actors in this movie.
You didn't have one weak link. Well, maybe, Kimberly was a little, generic. But even then, she was still good.
She wasn't...
Is she a fine Kimberly?
Naomi Scott. That woman is beautiful, dude.
Type it in. You gonna find out.
Look up Naomi Scott. That is a beautiful woman. Matter of fact...
Oh, never mind.
Matter of fact, both of them women are gorgeous. Let's just throw that out there.
But the overall movie really didn't have weak links to me. They let you get to know every single character, and every single character was good.
Fair warning, Rita is one of the most menacing villains I've ever seen.
Yeah, I just told them that there is no destroy, there is no takeover, it is kill.
No, this isn't her sitting on the moon somewhere telling everybody to do her dirty work. She gets down there and she gets her own hands dirty. She's like,
no putty, man.
No, there's putties.
But dude.
I'm not gonna tell you what she was before she came down there, but she plays huge part.
With the internet, I'm pretty sure they probably didn't heard the spoilers and whatnot.
They made Green Ranger.
That she was the original Green Ranger, which is confirmed.
And she beat the originals. I'm not gonna say who the original crew was before the new kids popped up, but she fucked all of them.
They kind of know one of them though. We don't know the rest of them.
They might not. They didn't say nothing.
Do y'all know?
No, they don't. Wait, do y'all?
No, I gotta avoid the internet.
No, I don't.
All right, then don't say it.
Don't
say it. But anyway, the movie overall, I enjoyed it. It was great. So you say the same thing, or
Yes.
but I mean, the only thing
It's not Oscar worthy. That's for damn sure. This is not what we were getting.
the only thing is, I wish there was more fighting.
Who cares about the Oscars anyway?
Exactly. That's what people were expecting. They wanted one of these Oscar-winning performances and all this other shit. But it's like, bro, like,
Bro,
this movie
only
was
thing
fine
that
for
wins the
me.
Oscar is people that cry, talk about their loss of wife and mother and their sexuality. So therefore,
or in
it ain't happening.
Viola Davis' case.
Oh,
snot
here,
bubble.
snotting and just fucking and all that. I was just like, God damn.
I love my dude. And they make her look so ugly, and she's such a pretty lady.
Yeah, exactly. They just made her
I'd
look
give
so
it to
gross.
her, you know what I'm saying? How to get away with murder.
Yeah,
That pussy.
How to get away with some Kleenex.
yeah. She had Booger City, bruh. But I don't know, man. This is actually the longest podcast we've done, only about like a good 10 minutes. But it was the biggest one I've had, and this one was a good one, very good one. Just like the last few we had.
Boycott White Death Note.
Oh yeah, we didn't even bring
Oh.
that. Yeah, that's gonna be the very last thing that's happened. If you guys don't know, Death Note, the popular anime, is actually being pretty much like I mean whitewash for like maybe a chocolate chip thrown in there, but it's to the point where they're redoing it on Netflix, but there's no Asian cast at all. It's just, you know,
And it's
Dragon
done
Ball
in such a way that
They
I'm
made
kinda-
Ryuk a demon rather than a god of death.
yep.
Well, he kind of, he's the dad. He's not the Grim Reaper.
No, I'm not saying he's not a Grim Reaper. It's just
No, he doesn't like. And then I don't know. For
God
those,
damn.
for those who don't know, because I'm a little bit weird. Okay, there are now 4 Death Note films you must watch
Okay.
in Japan. They're Japanese. The first 2 films were done. For those who don't like subtitles, they were also done with the English dub of the anime voice actors. Did the live action voices for the
Okay.
for them. And then there's the third movie is the Book of L, which is his last days. For those who have read some of the things about L,
He's a chocolate chip now.
his last days. And then there's also a film that came out, and I thought Netflix was doing this film, but they didn't.
Mhm.
It's a 10 years after the incident with like Death Note comes back down to Earth, Ryu comes back down, and one of L's successions is chasing down the person. It's all Japanese. Studio Madhouse, Madman, actually not Madhouse. Madman has the DVD release. It's subtitled. You can actually check out the English subtitled trailer. It's really good. But yeah, I don't know. Death Note in America, it was always gonna be bad. I just had to prepare for the worst.
Well,
Words cannot express the anger for that movie.
I mean,
I'm gonna sit back and watch it and laugh.
it was just
I hope it fails in a blaze
Because
of
hopefully
glory.
Light doesn't. First
and
of all, when I
somebody
seen Light kiss a
shit
girl
nice
in the trailer,
long-
I was like, Light does not kiss women. He uses Misa. That does not look like Misa. She's not gothy enough.
I understand that they want to, you know, change it up and try to, you know, take a interesting, you know, twist on it because that's how movies are made. But it's just like, bruh, please don't. No, just don't
There's
do
too-
it. Just
There's too much. There's too much at stake.
have y'all seen
If
the
Hollywood's
movie?
never gonna make a Cowboy
fuck.
Bebop, which is
Shut up.
very able to do,
Mhm.
Cowboy
Don't bring
Bebop
it
can
in.
be done. Akira can't be done. Ghost in Shell will be done. And oh god, I just gotta prepare myself for either the worst or the best thing I'm gonna watch.
Bro,
Scarlett
I'm
Johansson.
telling you, you. I hope you got money for both movies. I'm not gonna see Ghost in the Shell yet. I might if I hear some good stuff about it, even with Scarlett Johansson, you know, all that shit. Even if she looked like her, I don't care. But I'm just saying, if I hear some good stuff about it, maybe. But for right now, I don't
Alright,
know.
so if I say I enjoyed the film, would you go see the film? Because you know I'm very critical of that.
I'm gonna have to hear you explain everything you liked, but with maybe, you know, limited spoilers or whatever. But I want to make sure, that I ain't gonna waste my money or nothing. So, yeah,
I'm not trying to waste no for this.
You gotta let me know. You gotta let me know.
I know you love the series.
I love it.
I know you do. But I'm gonna probably see it. And if I tear apart the movie, I'm gonna probably say you're sucking Ghost in the Shell's dick. I'm just saying.
Okay, we're gonna find out. I want to hear from both of y'all. I want to hear from both of y'all that if this movie is good, then I definitely go see it. But for right now, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I just can't get over
one of those movies I'd have to wait to come on TV.
Dragon Ball Super ruined it for me. Dragon Ball Super ruined it for me. I mean, Dragon Ball, not Super.
Evolution.
Sorry about
that bullshit. That
Evolution. Bullshit. See, I can't even remember the title of that thing. I just remember Dragon Ball.
We don't speak of that abomination.
That's an abomination.
It was straight. It was bull. It was trash.
You cannot speak.
It was so. It was Nicki Minaj's ass. It was fake cheeks.
it was not good.
I want to say something real quick before we go. Before we end off this podcast, Matt, I want to hear you say like Mufasa, "Don't turn your back on me, Scar."
Don't you turn your back on me, Scar.
It's just his. I don't know, man.
His voice is powerful.
It's great, man.
It's like you can.
You need to make a YouTube channel.
It's like you can summon Exodia along with your voice, my nigga. It's like
yes, you can.
That powerful.
Hey, you should definitely make your YouTube channel. I will help you get started, sir. I will donate recording equipment. We gotta get you set up.
Come over here and use my microphone.
I'm about to say you gotta come down, bro. We gotta put you on, man.
Right.
That's what's gonna have to go down. But I think this is pretty much the end. I think we covered everything.
Yeah, we covered everything.
This podcast was very interesting. Biggest one I've had so far. So I would just like to, of course, thank everybody for coming in. And as always, I just want to give everybody, last few words to say to people before we take them out. So we're going to go to, I'm just say your name, say your little closing statements or whatever. So, Deshaun, got anything to say to people before we go?
Yeah, keep watching, subscribe. Of course, to my brother's channel if you already haven't. Subscribe to our channel, which will be in the link in the description below. If these two other dudes ever get themselves a channel, or if they do already have one, go subscribe to them. They cool people.
They always got a home here.
They always got a home here.
And anything else?
Don't scratch your balls in public.
Whatever, man. Okay. Anyway. And then also, Matt, first time on the podcast. You got anything to say to these people before you go?
No, I covered everything.
Ain't nothing else you want to warn them about? No, nothing, like anything.
Like I sneak up behind dumpsters and go, boo, are you afraid?
Okay, good closing statement. And then also, I'm about to say Matt again. Dom, you've been taking us out every single episode. Go ahead and do your thing, man.
Alright, man. Once again, we with that double edge action like Roni Kenshin. So you better hit that like and subscribe button, get them slashes in. And then we'll see you next time, freaks, geeks, and nerds of all likes.
Here we go.
Subscribe.
All
Subscribe.
Subscribe.